Welcome to the Strong Island Comedy Showcase. Woohoo! And without further ado, our master of ceremonies, Rob Sivaginas, the Silver Fox.
Welcome, guys. The world is never going to see the new opening credits I put together. What are you going to do?
We got to put it on.
Life goes on.
Show.
Thanks again for coming out, guys. Once again, for you. Yes. At home, you don't get to see. This is a 2,000-seater, but we only get a few every week because I want to keep it intimate for you. We don't want you overwhelmed with the size of this place. I'm going to wait till you're done using your phone. That's what I'm going to do. You're going to streaming. Very important. If go on, share the shit out of this. Share it with everybody because this is the last time we're doing this, and it makes no sense. So share it. Share it with everybody you can. All over the fucking world. Just share. There'll be some other incarnation of this coming up soon. But this will be the last week of this particular setup. I want to, at this time, introduce my dear friend, and executive producer of this very show, Lori Faye. Lori Faye, come on over, baby. Lori.
I got my own mic this time.
Okay, you got your own mic this time. How you doing?
I'm doing great, honey. How are you?
Good. How much wine?
I had, I want to say 3 glasses.
Okay, and tell the people how you gave up on life tonight. What did you do tonight?
Listen, I have literally crashed and fucking burned. I just had a kid's meal at Burger King. I have not done this in literally 15, 20 years.
Oh, God.
I am going so down right now. It's not even. I am literally going to go home and punch myself in the stomach.
Might as well have shot heroin in your thigh.
I'm literally not kidding.
That's what people. That's like. What do I give up? Burger King. I give up.
I am literally waiting for something to happen, so I just explode and it comes out.
She's wearing the fitness garb, and she's covering up the fact that she's got fucking garbage in there right now, roaming around in her body.
I am so sick to my stomach. It's not even. I feel more guilty than if I would have done anything in my life.
If nothing else, it makes you even more human to me, and endears you to me because this woman, her day starts right. She does laundry, makes the meal for that night. She goes out running 10 miles. She does some work at home, and then it's 7 a.m.
It's true.
And to know that you went out and ate Burger King, I love it.
I'm human.
I feel so good. I had a fucking salad and breast of chicken.
You
today.
are
That's
the
what I had.
incredible shrinking man. I am
86 pounds down, baby. 86 pounds down.
It's insane.
It's not stopping. That train's rolling.
Listen, you look fabulous, baby. I look forward to seeing you just melt away. But you know what? Just keep the hair, guys.
See, you know what it is, really? She wants to work me to fucking death.
I do.
She's like, I'm gonna get you a bicycle, and we're gonna start off slow. We're gonna ride bikes to Michigan.
It's true.
And then we'll work you from there,
It's
and then we'll see what happens.
And we're gonna love it.
Yes, we are gonna love it. I don't know what to do with this yet. It's just I'm losing the weight so fast. I spent the last 2 days getting rid of the circus tent-sized clothing I had in all my fucking closets and drawers, and gave it to Goodwill. I'm sure there's a lot of really, fat, needy people out there. No, right? I guess I don't know. They're not all fucking addicts. So I'm down to size, and I have the next size ready in the closet, right at the door, to grab that and fucking empty my drawers out.
Just listen, you're officially a woman.
I am.
Welcome
what
to
happens?
the world.
You know what happens once you hit 95 pounds? You grow a vagina.
And we're going to have a huge celebration when you lose 123 pounds, because that will mean that you have lost me. And when you have lost me, I'm coming back, and we're going to do a huge comedy show.
Cool.
And we're going to do shots that night.
That'll be the last night you see me if I do shots.
I'll be back when that happens. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Give it up for Lori Faye. Give it up for Lori Faye. I just want to say thank you so much to my friends for coming out. You guys have been real loyal to the show here. You show up here, and I don't see anybody eating fucking pizza. I told you guys, eat the pizza every week. I pay for this. I want you to eat it. I want to give a quick shout out to Phase 2 Communications Corporation, our sponsor for this show. Yeah. Without them, we have, we don't have any Burger King fucking talk. Nothing. You'd be an empty stage. It'd be like watching, comedy on Comedy Central. So anyway, not real strong what they're doing over there these days at Comedy Central. So yeah, losing a lot of weight, feeling confident. I still don't want to be in a relationship. I'm up for fooling around for a couple of years first, because fuck that. I was married once. I'm better now. And I become so, but I got dumped hard by fucking email. That's how I got dumped after almost 3 years with this person. So I'm very cautious. I'm almost timid now about like how I'm not going to open up. I'll get up, I leave during the orgasm sometimes. I can't follow through. You know what? It's not you, it's me. I can't shit. I can't do that. I'm sorry about the mess. Oh, fuck. So, a little bit timid. But I do the best I can. I'm a good listener. It's a blessing and a curse. Is anybody in here a good listener? Like for all the people, Lori's a good listener. She'll listen for 10 minutes and then she'll talk for 40, but she's a good listener for that 10 minutes.
Oh, you love me.
But it can suck when you're a good listener. Really, people will smell it on you and they'll take advantage of it. And you've heard everything. But I'm in my 50s, I've heard it all. So somebody be 5 minutes in, I'll be like, all right, so now you come to the part where it wasn't really cheating because you blacked out and you had a lot of vodka that night. Look, when your penis is in another woman, you cheated on your wife. Fucking move on. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. I want to give a quick shout out to the living room that's on earlier in the evening here at Paradise Studios. Paradise Studios here in Massapequa. Good place to come put on a show. Anything that you need recording-wise, come here and check it out. Talk to Bobby. Tell Bobby I sent you. The show that's not on anymore, that guy Rob, tell him I sent you. Bobby will hook you up. So what else? What else is going on? Yeah, I'm the procedure I got, the bariatric, again, I'll explain it. I got the bariatric surgery because my insurance wouldn't cover me going back on cocaine, so I went with the surgery. And now my stomach is this little pouch. It's this little thing. So I eat 3 ounces of protein. Like if I walk by Burger King, that's it. I'm gonna puke and shit at the same time. It's not gonna. No more of that for you. And that's what that place was for me. McDonald's or Burger King. Like I ate like an animal. I'm obviously an addict for everything, and I just would show it all down with food. But McDonald's or Burger King, that was like my version of cutting. I'm like, I give up tonight. I'm gonna have a Big Mac and 2 fucking apple pies for 1. Horrible shit. It's like putting glue in your fucking throat. So glad I'm off that stuff. I want to give a quick plug to not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday on the 23rd. We have this party that we throw every year at Cedar Creek Park. All you people around the country, come to Long Island. Cedar Creek Park in Wantagh. We have live music all day. There's barbecues. There's dancing women. I'll be down 95 pounds by then. You can come check that out. So come and join us, will you please? Right? Yeah, right. Everybody here comes every year. It's really fun. My friend Dan, who's in the audience, and I, every year we come up with these couple of events that all the people we grew up with come to, right? So this is a good year, because I'm like down fucking 90 pounds. So I won't hide behind the barbecue. Now I'll cook. I'll cook all fucking day, so I don't have to walk around. I looked like fucking, it was horrible. It's a scene from Star Wars. Solo. Not anymore. All right, I have a few very funny people here tonight for you. Once again, we always get a good lineup here, and this is the last time we're doing this, so really let it go, guys. Just let it go. This first guy up that I'm going to bring up to the stage, the first thing you're going to say when he comes through those curtains, ladies, man. Ladies, get ready. Try not to make a mess on the seats, because you're going to see what I'm talking about. Make some noise for Kevin Brogan. Let's hear it for him.
Hi, everyone. I wanted to make a smoothie the other night, but I couldn't find my blender. My parents and I moved to a new house recently, so everything's in boxes. Good thing my mom labeled everything to make things easier, like miscellaneous. Other things. And stuff. I knew exactly which box it was in. I wanted to ask this girl out who I never met before, and I was shaking like crazy. Mostly because she tasered me. Oh, that went well. I deserve a reward for a job well done. Yay. I like dancing. This was me at my high school dance. Ah, memories. I'll take it. Those are new. If I have permission, I'd like to do some insult comedy. Would that be okay? Yeah. Okay. Why are you so odd? You look like Captain America before he became Captain America. Who dressed you this morning? I hope I didn't offend anybody. Oh, this is my cell phone. This is me scrolling through my contact list. I'm finished. Yay, another sticker. I used to be a cashier. Thank you. I got to scan groceries for a living. Beep. 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 The sound was broken, so I usually made that noise myself. I'm a very polite driver. I haven't used my horn once. I find it obnoxious. Maybe I consider using it if they change the sound to something a little less threatening, like, excuse me. Something like that. I met a girl on the bus, thank you. We stared at each other for the entire bus ride. I was staring at her like this. And she was staring at me like this. I think we hit it off. Guys, do you ever wonder how girls see you? Like when they see Ryan Gosling or Zac Efron or Thor. They see abs of a face. They picture water pouring all over their bodies. This is how girls see me. They don't. I'm homesick. Excuse me while I make myself feel at home. Much better. My friend Susanna was sending a personal text to her husband. I caught myself reading this text. I was like, I can't read this. I can't read this. It's in Spanish. Yay, another sticker. My dad is a landscaper. My mom is a stay-at-home mom. I have a dog named Corey who's a golden retriever, and a brother named Sean who's a Caucasian. Would you like to know more about my background? Yeah. Okay, tell us about yourself. Well said. I have an overweight friend. Thank you. He once gave me a ride in his car. This was me looking out the window. And I was in the back seat. Oh, let me reenact my first kiss ever. I just kissed Scarlett Johansson. I'll take it. All right, it's time for a quick survey. Raise your hand if you like pudding. Very nice, a lot of pudding fans. Raise your hand if you don't like pudding. And to be honest with you, that wasn't a real survey. I just wanted you all to wave at me. Speaking of waving, this lady waved at me from her window, like this. A good friend of mine had a transplant. I have a transplant. It's a fern who identifies as a ficus. Welcome to 2018. I was mugged once.
Sticker.
Yeah, oh yeah, thank you. I guess I'll take that. I'm out. Yeah, I was mugged. The mugger told me to empty my pockets and my bag. So I just did my act. I was invited to a masquerade party. The best part of masquerade parties is that your identity is kept a secret. So finally, I'll have a chance of a woman. They'll never know it's me. They'll never know it's me. Hey girls, enjoying the party? Where'd you get your mask? Oh, check out my dance moves. This is my final bit. Good night. Thank you, you've been great.
Keep it going for Kevin Brogan. Keep it going for him. This is the best part of the show for me when I get to see him clean all this shit up on. Way to go, Kevin. One more time for Kevin. Keep it going for Kevin. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So when this show is over, he's going to be out there in the world, you know. Keep that in mind. Ah! All right, how's that Burger King feeling, Laura?
I am so sick.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a fun time in the bathroom later tonight. Laura's going, why? I'm crowning. Okay. I'm going to bring on my next funny friend. Are you guys ready for my next funny friend to come up here? Yeah. Danny got a sticker. Yeah. Oh, you know, at home at my workstation where I sit and do editing, I actually have one of his stickers. Is that creepy? First time I saw him, I took one of the stickers, I took it home. That is creepy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. At least I didn't eat Burger King. All right. This next friend of mine, very, very funny comedian. She works all over the city and all the clubs, and I've gotten to know her really well. Make some noise. Make it loud for Angela Cobb. Let's hear it. Angela Cobb. Let's hear it for her.
Can we just discuss? I love how her idea of bottom is eating at Burger King. What do you hear about my idea of bottom? I don't know about you guys. Like, my idea of bottom is like going to a psych ward twice in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. The food was better than at Burger King, though. So I have to. I love that. Like, you know, Burger King's good. You know, I enjoy it. Maybe White Castle. That might be a good idea of bottom. You know? Yeah, you agree, right? She's like, yeah. They have like fast food rehab. She's like, I've gone. There's like a serenity prayer and everything for it. It's pretty sweet. I like how you laugh at things. You're good. You're very giving. You let loose, like he said. You know what I mean? Like, feel free. Don't be inhibited, you know? Like, calm down. He says, nah. I just got like super aggressive. I'm like, don't tell her to calm down. No. Yeah, you're smiling. I can't get mad at a guy who's got a smiley face. You just can't. It's against the rules, you know? No. So guys, my smile is the one physical thing that I always get compliments on. Oh, which I think is appropriate because this is one physical thing my parents actually spent money to fix. The way I see it was either that or a nose job, and I'm pretty sure they made the right choice because, guys, anytime a Jewish holiday rolls around, I get to leave work early. What I do like to do, I was a tomboy as a kid, so now as an adult woman, I'm actually pretty casual, you know? So what I like to do is I like to pick one day out of the week where I plan on looking really good. Then all the days leading up to it, just dress really shitty. Because like the way I see it, any woman can look great every day. But when I look great, people take notice. They're like, oh my God, Angela, what'd you do to your hair? Washed it. I want to bring you everywhere, seriously. And nice rocking the Chuck Taylors too, in a fairly unique color. Pretty cool. What happened? Look, you're old enough to remember when you first wore those, okay? So don't, when they were like the only shoe around. You can't remember anything? Or maybe you wore the Ked ones. Run faster, jump higher. Oh no, that was PF Flyers, right? I've seen the Sandlot, okay? I know. Yes, I get it. You're happy. You've had a lot of wine, probably. You're like, I'm happy. That's all it. Yeah. It's good. I'm sorry, I finished off the white one a little bit, I do get a lot of backhanded compliments, though, when I do dress up. Like at my senior prom, this girl was like, "Oh my God, Angela, you look so gorgeous. I didn't even recognize you." Like, on the one hand, I was insulted, but on the other hand, I was just like, wow, if I get my hair done and dress nice, I could rob a lot of people. I don't even know at this point if you're laughing at me. Like, I don't know. Like, she's like, you guys, like, bar hopped before this, didn't you? He's like, there you go. Yeah, it's good. Hey, whatever it takes, it's good. It's all good. But friend or people, guys, people. I'm like friends, guys, whoever. Are always telling me how much they want to hook up with my roommate. So I'm like, if you want her, you should talk to her. To which this one guy goes, no, because she's got the looks, but you got the momentum. And I was like, yeah. I was like, if I find a guy with mass and I find a guy with velocity, there you go. Threesome. Once you said inertia, you're smarter than you look. I'm just saying.
That's what she said.
Well, it's good. Yeah. Hey, Bill Nye, what's up? I know it's hard to tell from looking at me, but I've actually never been in a threesome. Thank you. I was actually a very late bloomer. I was actually a virgin until I was 25.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, nice. All right, cool. So you've been having sex about, 100 years? It's cool. Yeah. But good news. Yeah, that's good. You got a lot of practice. You probably know what you're doing. But good news, I'm 31 now, so it gets better. Here's the thing. It gets a little embarrassing once you get to a certain age, Like, you think it's hard for a gay person to come out of the closet. Nothing more embarrassing than coming out of a closet is coming out of a closet you've been alone in for 25 years. Because, I don't know about you, but, anytime a gay friend ever came out of the closet to me, I always assumed they'd already been doing a lot of fun shit in that closet. People have asked, too, they're like, why did it take you so long? Like, why did it take 25 years? Why did you wait? And honestly, I didn't really feel like it was a conscious decision. Like, ladies, I don't mean to brag, but men find me platonically irresistible. Let's say if you've got it, flaunt it, and I have a body that was built for friendship. But it did work out well for me after 25 years. I actually lost my virginity during Hurricane Sandy. High five. Yeah, he's excited about that. And it was great because I have a bunch of friends from Long Island and New Jersey. And they were all just like, my house, my electricity. Angela, what'd you lose? I just had to be like, nothing FEMA can replace. I like doing these jokes because audiences respond in interesting ways. Like I was doing a show in the city in front of some tourists. I was like, I lost my virginity during Hurricane Sandy. This British lady just goes, to a person? Like, how the hell do you respond to that? I was just like, no, I just kind of let the storm take me. Have I mentioned how much I love you? Like, seriously, like, wonderful. I feel like I know you. You look familiar. Have we met before?
Super Bowl party.
Yes! Oh my God, the Super Bowl party. What's up? How you doing? Did I share a cigarette with you, maybe?
No, I don't smoke.
You don't smoke. Oh, okay. I don't know. Then we did something. I don't know what it was. He's interested. He's like, I videotaped it. Hey, there's evidence. By the way, I just want to say this. It's fun to see yourself as you're performing on the thing back there because I'm used to that. Like, again, not to sound really narcissistic, but I feel like my parents kind of raised me that way. Like, we literally have a home video of me watching myself on a home video. So maybe that's why I didn't lose my virginity till 25. I was probably like, well, there's really no point unless somebody's going to film it. I mean, for real. Like, what do we... It's kind of like I played basketball in high school. Shocker, I know. I use the term played very loosely. And I remember at scrimmages before the actual season started, I wouldn't do as well, partly because there was nobody to announce our names when we scored. I feel like I played my whole high school career because I just like hearing my name announced, you know? Like, it didn't even matter what it was for. They could have been like, that foul was on Angela Cobb, her first, team's third. And I'd just be waiting to rebound off the free throw, elbowing the neck, like, hey, you hear that? My name sounds awesome. Basically, like, I played because someone had to do the jump ball, you know? Like, basically, that's what happened. Anyway, back to my virginity loss, you guys. So the other weird response that I got from this, You're very odd, yes. That's you're good though. I enjoy you. There you go. Oh, she put it. There you go. You know, that's good. You put a muzzle on him. That's good. I feel like you've done this before too. I feel like look, it's like 50 Shades of Massapequa is going on right here. He's smarter than he looks. She's kinkier than she looks. You know, it's good. I like it. I feel like some shit goes down. It's good. So anyway, so the other weird response I got, I was like, I lost my virginity during Hurricane Sandy, and some lady just goes, oh, that's sad. I was like, maybe it was sad for Staten Island, where I was laying. It was quite fucking beautiful. Thank you very much. And that's when I realized, like, when I do these jokes, do people just visualize, like, debris and houses and bodies just floating by, and I'm just, like, in the corner having sex? Like, because that's not what happened. But even if it did, I feel like after 25 years, I kind of earned that. You know, like Mother Nature did me a solid. So now I've been trying to make up for lost time. You know, I've been trying to get it popping. And I've had to accept certain things about myself. Okay, for example, I'm very tall. I'm 5'11". So at my size, even when I am the little spoon, I'm never the little spoon. And apparently they have a name for this. Apparently if you're spooning with someone smaller than you, they call it jetpacking. I feel like that should be my new move, right? That should be my thing. Like, you know how if a guy sees an ex walk by, he'll be all crass with his friends, like, hey, bro, see that chick? I banged her. I feel like now if I see a guy walk by who's a complete jerk to me, I'm just going to be like, hey, see that guy? I jetpacked him. And, like, I love how I made cuddling sound like a violent activity. Anyone else notice? Get over here. We're going to spoon, damn it. Serious. The other thing that's been hard is I'm sure you could tell from my height, my accent, I don't come off as like a fragile, wilting flower by any means, you know. So the hardest thing for me has been trying to reconcile bedroom Angela with regular Angela, okay? Like I was hooking up with the Hurricane Sandy guy, and at one point he starts talking dirty, and he's all like, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to you. And the woman in me was all like, what are you gonna do to me? But the Angela in me was like, you can try. You didn't realize I'm like 4 inches taller than you, so you do some shit I don't like, you're going off the futon. We both lived through the hurricane, by the way. I know you're like, I actually was particularly, though, I will say this, because I feel like most people that I've talked to about losing their virginity, you don't normally like lose your virginity to someone and then spend 3 days with them. Like that usually doesn't happen, you know? So I have to say, you know, and it was another comic. He's not particularly known for his legendary patience, but I feel like he was particularly good during this period, because in case you can't tell, like a little of me goes a long way. You know what I mean? And during Hurricane Sandy is the perfect time to just like throw me off the fire escape and be like, it was a storm casualty, you know? She got tree fell on her head. I don't know. It was sad, but hey, at least she had sex before she died, so you're welcome. You know? So what the hell? So I mentioned the psych ward thing at the beginning. Good way to open, you know. And he's like, yeah, I think you look familiar. I know you. Yeah. I think we shared a straitjacket or something. That's why you get. What's up, Harry Houdini? You know. Anyway, so I do like a lot of comics. Like I struggle with depression and anxiety and that kind of thing. And I was talking to my mom about this recently, and I was like, Ma, have you ever been suicidal? And without missing a beat, my mom just goes, no, Angela, but I've been homicidal many times. I was just like, wow, my mom's such a giver. The thing that was interesting, like with the psych ward, is that they expected you to be up early, which I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we're depressed, so I don't get it, you know? So I was like legit the last one up every morning for breakfast, you know? And then I started to get judgmental of these people after about the third day. I was like, look, I know you tried to kill yourself like last Wednesday, but how depressed really are you if you can be up and showered at 7:59 a.m. every morning? They were like waking me up. I'm like, don't you, like, we're depressed, don't you get it? Like, I don't.
You like that?
She likes it, yeah. She likes everything I do. I sound like a cocky lover right now. She likes everything I do. By the way, he's a ladies' man, and that vest, I'm loving that vest. I mean, I got a little bit of a like Art Carney and the Honeymooners thing that I enjoy. So I'm like, yeah, that looks, I like a vest with a, it's a good look. Appreciate it. So, like I said, as you can tell, so 5'11", there's no tall women here, right? It looks like, I mean, we have a couple of tall guys, but no, okay. You're not, how tall are you? 5'4". 5'4", awesome. I want to say one time I used a fake ID in college to get into a bar that legit said 5'2", and I managed to work it. Like, I just kind of was like, and I think I had heels too, so I was like, yeah, I'm from here, and so. Anyway.
What was her name?
Huh? I don't remember that. I mean, look, they probably could tell. They're like, she has the genes of an alcoholic, so let's let her in and start her early, and like maybe she'll get to rehab quicker too. It's, I don't know. My dad is an alcoholic, but he's the cool kind that still drinks. I remember when I was going to college, he was like, gave me advice. He's like, look, Angela, a well-made rum and Coke is clear, with a dash of Coke for coloring. Drink responsibly, kiddo. And my parents met at the OBI. You guys probably know the OBI, right? Yeah, every time I come out to Long Island, I'll mention the OBI, and people are like, yeah, the OBI. It was awesome. Like I say it like I was there. Like I was just like, my parents met, and I was there somehow. I don't know.
Just a lie.
Huh?
Just a lie.
Just a lie. Yeah, I was there. I was really there. Yeah, they met at the OBI. So it looks, and now the place where they met is a mortuary. Which my mom's like, that seems appropriate. Like that seems about right, But so you do get like weird comments when you're a tall woman, okay? Like I once had this woman come up to me after a show and go, "Oh, I think it's wonderful that you can make light of the fact that you're so tall." I was like, "Oh, I wasn't aware it was a terminal illness." And if it is, I want to be a Make-A-Wish kid for that shit. Like, wouldn't that be great at like 4 a.m. when all those Save the Children commercials come on? Guy like just looks at the camera, for 50 cents a day, you too can help a tall woman. Yeah. I love how you like did a gun maneuver when I told that joke. So what do you like the Second Amendment, huh? Yeah. I mean, we all do, basically, but. By the way, here's my thing about, like I'm Italian, right? So here's my thing, and as you can tell my mom being homicidal and stuff, here's my thing about gun control. I want, like, common sense. I'm not an extremist on either way, but, common sense gun control. But at the same time, I almost feel like if you own a gun and you haven't yet managed to shoot a member of your family, you're just not passionate enough. Like, clearly, your sex life's boring, clearly. I mean, if you don't do some, like, Lincoln and Booth role-playing, you're... Because apparently he was gay, Lincoln, I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily true. He probably just was like, he had to sleep in a bed diagonally, told people get screwed, is all I'm saying. I mean, he fucking freed the slaves, guys, and he has to lay diagonally on a bed while he's dying. Like, honestly, at that point, they should have been like, hey, former slaves, could this be like your last job? We'll pay you. Just make the bed bigger. You know what I mean? We'll totally pay you. Because now that's a thing. We're going to pay you. It's going to be fine. But, like, come on, this guy over here, like, hopefully Bobby Kennedy died in a bed that was big enough. I mean, he was shorter than Lincoln, so. Speaking of, like, huh?
Not with the beard.
Not with a beard?
No, with the beard.
With the beard. Lincoln. So for Lincoln, you think his beard is what added?
Actually triangular with the bed.
Diagonally, man. Look, I'm bad at geometry, but even I know the difference between diagonal and triangle.
You and that one.
Is that an isosceles? Whatever you got, scalene, I think, were the other ones, or sin, cosine, and tangent. Anyway, so I got to wrap up here, but real quick, as we were saying, the height thing, wonderful. So look, I'm 5'11" and I'm Italian. Okay, so do you have any idea the endeavor that shaving is for me? Like, I legit recently did, like, my first shave of the spring. And I hadn't shaved since, like, December. It was pretty intense. Literally, it takes me, like, 3 hours. Like, I got to set aside, like, time. I got, like, a 36-inch inseam and, like, werewolf woman hair. It's the whole thing. But you guys have been a lot of fun. Not everybody's always a huge fan of me. I get a lot of insults from strangers. That's something that happens to me. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I get a lot of insults from strangers, so I was... I was in a bar recently, and this drunk chick came up to me. She was like, "Oh my God, you look just like my ex-boyfriend." So I responded the only way I knew how. I was just like, "Yeah, well, you've gotten fat since we broke up." All right, guys, I'm Angela Cobb. Thank you guys so much. You've been wonderful.
Keep it going for Angela Cobb. So I was looking in on Angela's set. It looks like we got a little bit of a drunken Tourette's thing. Is that what's going on up here, Dan? I've known this guy like my whole life, and the thing is, when he gets past a certain amount of drinks, it's all just broken down into noises. There's no more fucking complete sentences or anything. It's like, I get back, cool. Trapezoid. And then you know it's time to like switch to beer from shots. So you do get to meet people doing comedy. I'm very fortunate. I like that. One time I met this one woman at a comedy club, and she was actually up on stage performing, and I was in the audience like you guys, and she was so hot and funny. And I walked up to her after the show, and I was like, "Hi, my name is Rob. I had to ask you, how long have you been doing stand-up?" And you made me laugh so much. And she was like, I've been doing stand-up for quite some time now. You know, my ex-boyfriend, he was the stalker. He didn't know I knew he was stalking me. I knew he was stalking me. I could feel his presence around all the time. I'd have to sneak out, do stand-up comedy whenever I could on the slide. The boyfriend before him, impudent. I didn't care what he thought. I did stand-up comedy whenever I wanted to. You have really, really nice eyes. Do you like movies? I love movies. I've seen The Shining 137 times. Yeah, holy shit. I'm standing thinking, what a mess. Fucking shame, right? So we go back to her place, and and I realized this cute little verbal tick of hers, it doesn't stop during sex, man. You know? It's like, yeah, I lost my virginity when I was 16. You think they chung? I don't think it's chung at all. So we've been thinking something, I think it's right in the money. My favorite comedians, Richard Pryor and Paula Poundstone. Maybe sometime you and I go to dinner together. Chinese, Italian, doesn't matter to me. I'm easy. I guess when you get right down to it, I'm a people person. I really like people. People seem to like me. It doesn't take long to meet somebody, but we really become friends. We start to watch movies together. And he's a nice guy, but he would just splurt shit out like trapezoid. All the Harry Potter books, because when I was younger, we guys said, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So I married her. You guys ready for my next and final funny friend of the evening? You guys ready? This guy is a doctor during the day, comedian at night. You've seen him on Everybody Loves Raymond. Make some noise for Harry Freedman. Let's hear it for him.
Thank you. Dramatic music clued. That music is weird. Nice to be here, and I hope that you're all not well. I'm not well. Just gonna get that out of the way. It's a pleasure to follow Kevin and Angela. I believe this is the first time in a long time I've actually followed two virgins. And their personalities on stage very much before the show, Angela was just beating the shit out of Kevin, so apparently he is submissive. I have never been here before. This is a really cool studio, a lot of cool equipment, a tropical kind of theme, and then you go outside and there's like some guys doing a drug deal, so it's on the dark side of a strip mall in a bad neighborhood. Couple things about me. First of all, I am an actual medical doctor, and for the record, I got my degree at Trump University, so if you have any health problems, I'm good. You can trust me. What do we got? 7 people here, which is good, because I really don't feel that funny tonight. I don't think if there were like 12 or 13, I think I would throw the whole show. So I'm glad there's only 7, because that's all the funny I have in me. And I've timed it 20 minutes, that's it, I'm done. I was in Jersey today, actually, and the summer traffic is starting. I was on the GW, and the traffic was so bad on the GW, I'm going, is this possibly one of those safety studies? And by God, if I didn't see Chris Christie sitting on another beach chair, just blocking all the lanes. I don't like traffic to begin with. I got that New York attitude. When I am in a traffic jam, I don't want to get to the end and see a guy staring innocently at a flat tire. I want to see somebody in some kind of pain. And the longer I'm waiting, the more seriously injured I want that guy to be. I'm on the LIE for an hour and a half. I want to see a head through a windshield. And I know that's really sick, but don't you feel better You see a guy's head just rolling down a highway? He's dead. He paid the price of my time. I can now move on. I appreciate you people being as sick as I was hoping. I don't know. There's so much going on right now. I'm watching the Tonys and Robert De Niro got all, Robert De Niro cursed at the president. And now I see on Facebook all these people are going, Robert De Niro's a has-been, he's a hack, he's a horrible actor. And I'm going, come on, Robert De Niro's a great actor, no matter what. You may not agree with him, whatever. I mean, let's be honest. I didn't like Scott Baio, what he said at the Republican convention, but I have to acknowledge he's one of the great Chachis of all time. I don't think there'll ever be a Chachi as good as Scott Baio. So just for the record, historically, that's amazing acting that he did. So. And then I see all this other stuff. There's weird things going on. And the bumblebees are disappearing. You know this? They're becoming extinct. Okay, that's kind of weird. And it's like, okay, what effect is that? It's like, where am I going to get my tuna fish from now? You don't think of it that way, but that's what's happening. I'm very proud, though. A couple of months ago, I did a polar bear swim, first time in my life, in March. Thank you. I raised $5,000 for lymphoma. And... this was time of year when the water is freezing, and it was bad. It was tough. I didn't actually do it here. I was in Barbados. The water wasn't so bad there. It was like 80, but there are sharks. I also think I have something in common with Stormy Daniels. I don't know what you think of Stormy. I happen to like her movies. I like particularly some of the scenes that I won't mention right now. But I have something in common with her, which I hate to admit, but I too am a sex worker. The only difference is the only client I have is me. You take your time on that one. So, I'm into porn, but I'll get to that later. I'll tell you, first of all, a little bit about my own life. I just had my 30th anniversary last week. Thank you. That's true, 30 years. And 3 of them have been pretty good. I married my wife just 48 hours after I met her, and that's true, too. Not because I had to. She wasn't pregnant or anything, but she was like $500 an hour, and as soon as I took her out of the parking lot, her value just went down 50%. So you do what you have to do to, kind of balance out the cost. And have a kid. We have a 25-year-old son, and... my son graduated college like 2 years ago while my wife is going through menopause. So he's trying to grow a mustache, and she just finished shaving a beard. I remember, though, when my kid was in high school, I have a friend, and he has a son the same age as mine, and he thought it was okay to hit his kid when his kid did something wrong, which I never did. I never hit my son. So if my son did something wrong, I hit my friend's kid, too. I mean, I just piled on. He didn't know the difference. You're black and blue, you're still black and blue. I see a lot of parents, though, they're so proud of their kids. They put bumper stickers in their cars. Like, my son's an honor student at Bethpage High School. So I had a bumper sticker. My son's a drug dealer at Oyster Bay High School. Yeah, he makes more in a week than your kid's going to make in his lifetime. I'm proud, though. My son's got his first girlfriend. She's 22, and she's really pretty. So I don't mean to creep you out, but I started making out with her. I'm messing around with you, actually. She's 20. I nailed her. I said, son, you're 25. You got like 50 years to have sex. I'm 65. I got to take Zoloft to get out of bed and Viagra to get back in. Yeah, you don't know. You see what it's like when you get older, man. Your arteries harden medically, which I don't mind. I just wish I could pick and choose which one. I look at myself, though, go, I'm not in bad shape for my age. Anything ever happened to my wife, I could snag a nice 80-year-old with good Social Security. So I worry about getting older. I try to stay sharp. I'm into computers and iPads and everything. I just got the new larger iPad. You know about that one? They call it the MaxiPad. It's for women who want a really strong flow of information. I read this thing, though, recently. People who are more cynical end up with early dementia. What was I talking about? I bring that up because I actually just did a show for an Alzheimer's fundraiser, and I never got a thank you note. So I just did a show for a firehouse, and my GPS found the town but not the station, so I didn't know what to do. So I set fire to the building. I followed all the trucks right back in. Next night I had a show at a police station. Same thing happened, so I robbed a 7-Eleven. Thank you, one person, for half a laugh. I know, that joke was a little too esoteric and whatever. Doesn't matter. There's 7 of you. You really can't hurt me. You can tell all your friends, and that's, still no damage. So, I got a dog. Don't cough, ma'am. I'll have to grab your crotch. Medically, as a doctor. Sir, you can just choke to death. I don't care. No offense. Yeah. No, I got a dog, and my friend has a dog, and he had to put his dog down because he got sick, and it was really sad. And my dog is like 12, and he's got diabetes, and it's like I dread the day that I might have to put him down, which is really, it's terrifying. I do, on the other hand, look forward to the day when I can legally put my wife down. First sign of a head cold. Sorry, honey. No, I think I love my dog more than my wife, because at least when I give him a cookie, he lets me rub his belly. I was watching the dog shows this winter, though. You ever see those dog shows, the Westminster shows? Those dogs are, like, amazingly beautiful. And then you look at the owners, not so much. Hey, you're 300 pounds, your hair's in a mullet. Your dog may win, but afterwards, I think we're going to have to put you down. So, I had kind of a fantasy recently. I got to go to the 21 Club about 2 months ago, which I've always wanted to do. The restaurant's amazing. It's like so fancy. They have a policy, if you don't have a jacket on, they loan you one. So, well, now I'm doing all my shopping at fancy restaurants. I have friends like looking at me, hey, nice coat, where'd you get it? This, Red Lobster. So I get a free coat, and then the thing that kind of was weird was I go to the men's room, there's an attendant, and I'm attendant in the men's room. I've seen this. I go, what the hell is this guy's purpose? I mean, he turns the water on, he hands you a paper towel, and then you're expected to tip him. As a Jew, I'm against this policy. So I wipe my hands on my brand new jacket. The next night I went to a Japanese restaurant. They don't even give you clothes. They take your shoes away. I had to go to a bowling alley and get them back. I saw a weird thing at the Japanese restaurant, though. I saw a Japanese guy married to a Korean woman. I thought, hey, if they ever have kids, Asian fusion. I have to explain that. So I'm a little bit out of breath. I have asthma, and I forgot my inhaler, so tonight I used glue. And I'm really not breathing well still, but I don't care. I do have some health problems, though. I got bird flu recently from patients. Not contagious, not even technically bird flu. It's just I have a large beak and a short pecker. So if I sneeze and pee, you should all really just get out of here. I have many health problems. You get older, I have ADD, and then I also have ED, so I have to concentrate really hard in order to have an erection. And then I take Flomax, so when I have an erection, I have to concentrate in order not to pee. Those of you under the age of 50, you'll get that joke in about 10 years. I get stressed, too. That's the big thing, though. I do deal with stress. I know Angela was talking about depression, and I've had that. You ever get like really depressed to the point where friends will come over to make you feel better? They'll say stuff to you like, don't feel bad, you could be him. I'm him. I try everything, man. I got into hobbies. That's good for you, right? I got into a weird one. I bought a pet catfish just the other day, and the son of a bitch died in a litter box. I like movies. I was watching the movie Milk the other night on TV, and I got to be honest, I only liked about 2% of it. The rest, half and half. I found out they have a sequel to Slumdog Millionaire. It's the Bernie Madoff story. It's going to be called Scumbag Billionaire. And then I've tried all kinds of natural things. I got into subliminal tapes, which are helping. I am relaxing. I quit drinking. Unfortunately, now I'm hooked on phonics. I had a migraine. I even tried my wife's Midol. It did not help the headache, but I did feel better about her cramps. And I don't know about you guys, but I think everybody has nervous habits. I'm not a smoker. I hate smokers. I'm a nail biter. But I hate smokers because they just come up to you and they blow smoke in your face, and they basically think to themselves, well, I am going to die, and you're coming with me. And then when they run out, somebody will just hand them one, which really bothers me because I bite my nails. You're never going to see me trying to bum a nail from a friend. Hey, you done with those pinkies? Those big toes could feed the Dugar family. And as much as you may not know, nail biting's tough to quit. I tried all kinds of things. I went out and I bought some Lee press-ons a couple of weeks ago. And I ate them right from the box. So I'm up to like 7 packs a day now. This afternoon I was on the street. Some guy gave me the finger. I wanted the entire hand. I hope you don't get sick during this show. But if you do, I charge a lot. So I've also tried antidepressants, and I've tried a lot of different antidepressants. I tried Prozac, Pastique, Effexor, and Selexor. And then one day I realized, you know what? They all sound like strippers. I even take something called Saffris, which helps me sleep. But when I wake up, I'm pretty sure I'm a lesbian. Yeah. If you're on antidepressants, you know the biggest problem with them, it's very tough to have an orgasm during sex. And it's really depressing. And all I can say is, I'm moving my hand as fast as I possibly know how. And it doesn't matter. So you guys are nice, man. This is, you guys are really nice. I'd like to take you home and just beat the crap out of each and every one of you. Because I haven't even mentioned that I'm in therapy. But some of you look like you should be in my group. Yeah. Group therapy's fun. You sit in a room with a bunch of other miserably depressed people. The one that's the most bummed out gets to bring everybody else down. We had a girl in my group who's going, I think men are nothing more than slimy macho pigs. I'm thinking, I wonder if she's free Saturday night. So, let me tell you about my medical background, because I can't tell you where I work. I'll just tell you if you're in Suffolk and you're not feeling that good, just stay away from any town that rhymes with the word Calamityville. If you're in Nassau, you should probably stay away from the North Shore. And I do a lot of surgery. I'm looking at you guys. I kind of wish I had this many of you in my waiting room, because I used to at one time before the last indictment. And I'm actually a pretty good doctor. One of the things I do whenever I do surgery, I use a little bit of extra anesthesia, just a little bit extra, because this way, even if I screw it up, I'm so stoned I don't really care what happens. We don't tell you what it's like, though, man. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of an operation, I'll look down, I'll just realize, I don't think I know what I'm doing on this one. That's called exploratory surgery. Other times I'm trying to make an incision, I'll be shaking, because Parkinson's has that effect. I'll end up making a giant X. As soon as I make the first X, I got to play the whole game of tic-tac-toe. I actually remember the first time I did surgery, the nurse goes, you got to be sterile. Yes, oh, thank you. I went out, I got a vasectomy. So one of the things we do in medicine, many doctors, we listen to music. It's very soothing. I'll start off, for example, with Que Sera, Sera, and depending on how it goes, I end up with He's a Magic Man or Stairway to Heaven. Generally followed by Shake It Off, Shake It Off, Shake It Off. Throw in a little Taylor Swift. Haters gonna hate. I'm pretty excited, though. I just opened up a new melanoma clinic, which is right down the street from my tanning salon. I'm serious. I had a guy with melanoma. I had to cut his nose, not to spite his face, but rather to save his ass. And yet, I've gotten some pretty good ratings. Newsday just wrote me up as one of the top 5 doctors in my field in all of Long Island this past year. Thank you. Thank you very much. And for good reason. If a patient's not doing that good, I pull the plug. They can't possibly write a bad review. I've had lawsuits, but no survivors. Now, I did 5 operations this week. I had a pretty good week. I was 2 for 5. And the other 3 had no insurance, so the hell with them. I like to do my impression of the ending of every one of my surgical procedures. Would that be okay? Yeah. Nurse, I thought you said it was the left leg. You know I don't read the charts. Yeah. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to do a little improv. I'd like to do the rest of my act the way I do an actual medical exam. It's really fun. You ready? Thank you. Thank you. All right, so ladies, I'd like you to start taking your clothes off. And men, I'd like you to go out in the dark alley. I do a lot of things as a doctor. I do research, I do surgery, but one thing I do is every day, a number of women come in, take their clothes off, I touch their breasts, and then they pay me money. So I'm at work early pretty much every day. That's just to set up all the video equipment. Some of you ladies are uptight for an exam, even. It's, I try to make you as relaxed as I can, so I like to be naked myself for the exam. I figure as long as I am touching you, feel free to reciprocate. I should mention I'm having legal problems. I think I'm making some of you nervous now. Relax, I just got back from Mexico. I got my degree again. So I'm good to go. So I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. Is that okay, or is that going to be a bummer? It'll be both. It'll be both. Do we have any Trump supporters here, just out of curiosity? Do we have any Tea Party folks? Anybody support the Tea Party? Because I understand. I like the Green Party, so I actually just recently joined the Green Tea Party. We're a small group of angry antioxidants and free radicals. Thank you. And if these jokes get too esoteric, I got plenty of dick jokes if you need them. But no, I worry about ISIS. You know, it's like, really, ISIS. So today I said, you know what? That's it. No more Ralph's ISIS. I'm done. I'm starting with Ralph's, then Rita's. I'm working my way through the ICE family. The weird thing is we have ISIS, and then we name the group that takes away all the immigrants, and we call them ICE. And the polar ice caps are melting. I have no idea what all that means. But it's my little environmental message for the night. I worry about terrorism. You know, I bought a gas mask like 5 years ago, but I filled mine with nitrous oxide. If there is an attack, I am getting free dental work done. And here's something you don't know. I'll bet terrorism in other countries is worse than here. In Israel, it's so bad they use pigs to sniff out explosives. This is true. It's very unfair. The pigs are sitting there going, hey, I'm in the one country in the world I thought I was perfectly safe. I wish I could turn into a cow and move to India. There are good things that give me hope. Same-sex marriage is illegal in New York. I really think that's great because my wife and I married 30 years. We've been having the same sex the entire time. I think everybody should suffer. But then you see these weird laws like North Carolina, you're transgender, you can't go to the bathroom. What the hell is that? You guys happen to be a very attractive crowd. If any of you happen to be transgender, I'd have sex with part of you. Except for you. No offense. No offense. I don't mean anything by it. So I got to go because I left a guy in the middle of a colonoscopy about an hour ago, but I figured as long as I'm here, the procedure will go better. I had a colonoscopy. You got to fast like 24 hours, so I did mine over Yom Kippur. No Jewish people. Do we have any Jews, or is it all anti-Semitic Mel Gibson fans? Are you Jewish? Half Jewish?
No, I'm not half. My daughter's half. I'm
You guys just talk amongst yourselves now. All right. No, because I'm Jewish, and people have stereotypes that are not fair. Like people say we're cheap, and well, so what? Who gives a damn? I had an extra dime in a parking meter the other day, and I waited it out in the car. So I want to thank you. You've been very nice. After the show, if you want, we'll go around. Wait, I had one joke left. After the show, if you want, we'll go to CVS. I will write drugs up for the 7 of you. Thank you very much. Take care.
Keep it going for Harry Freedman. Keep it going. Kevin Brogan. Bring him out here. Angela Cobb, where are you? Come on out. Lori, get up here. This is our swan song. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. Strong Island Comedy Showcase here at Paradise Studios, Strong Island. Anything that you need recording-wise, putting on a show, talk to Bobby, the owner here. He's a great guy. I'll be coming back in one form or another with another show. I don't know if we're going to be particularly doing this. My 7 friends are sick of fucking coming to see me every week. But thanks, guys. Thanks. So tell people about this show, that there's going to be another one, and to look for it. Get it off my page. Share it with everybody. Good night, everybody. Thanks.